We all know the Christmas carol, Santa Claus is coming to town. But what do we really know about the lyrics to that beloved song? Remember, he's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. And he knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. For decades, adults and children alike have sung those words with no idea of its true origin. The song doesn't say what happens to naughty children, does it? Like most things legendary, there's a long-lost lesson to be learned from that nice little Christmas jingle. So why does it matter if kids are bad or good? A little before 1600, there was a German legend that kept children well behaved throughout the year. The Legend of the Krampus. Saint Nicholas has been associated with Christmas through the centuries, but back in the day, jolly old Saint Nick was initially part of a pagan celebration that welcomed the winter solstice. He was only adopted into the Christian holiday centuries later. According to the legend, on the night of December 5th, Saint Nicholas would come through the Alpine towns to reward the children who had been good all year long. Back then, it was customary for children to leave their shoes on the doorstep so that Saint Nick could leave luxurious treats like fruit and nuts in the shoes of the good children. So what happened to the children who were not so good? Instead of receiving a warm welcome from dear old Saint Nick, they would be visited by his companion, Krampus. Krampus would leave a lump of coal and or a birch stick in the rotten children's shoes. But that's not too scary, right? Well, here's where things get dark. What the naughty children would soon learn is that Krampus is actually a demon, there to cart them off in his sack after whipping them with birch sticks. Legend has it that he took those children back to hell with him. The German word for claw, and a predecessor to what we know as the boogeyman today, Krampus is thought to be a devilish creature originating from another pagan worship ritual. This ritual, called Perkt, would take place around the winter solstice in the Alpine regions of Germany and Austria. Perkt was a two-legged humanoid goat covered in fur with a long giraffe-like neck. This ritual led to the night of December 5th being called Krampusnacht or Krampus Night. The ritual is still performed today, although it usually entails adults dressing as Krampus only to frighten children rather than entertain them. Krampus has been described in different ways, but the most widely accepted description is that he is covered in black or brown hair with the cloven hooves and horns of a goat. His long pointed tongue lolls out of his mouth in between very sharp fangs. Krampus is often depicted as carrying chains, which to some is a symbol of the pact he has with the devil. Others believe it has more to do with shackling naughty children in order to haul them away to the depths of hell. More pagan descriptions have Krampus carrying a root, a bundle of cut birch sticks fashioned like a rod, using it to whip misbehaved children. In some versions of the legend, Saint Nicholas bestowed gold sticks to show the neighborhood who the good children were, while Krampus delivered silver sticks and coal to show which children were bad. Households would then bring the gold-colored sticks inside to serve as an ongoing reminder for children to behave throughout the year, much like today's Elf on the Shelf. It was customary to leave Krampus schnapps, a strong distilled brandy made from fruit, while St. Nicholas, who has in time become nearly synonymous with Santa Claus, gets milk and cookies, preferably gingerbread. In addition to Krampusnacht, there is another celebration called Krampuslauf, which means Krampus Run. During Krampuslauf, adults, usually drunken men, would run around through the streets of town in Krampus costumes, scaring the spectators and sometimes even chasing them. Nowadays, these Krampuslauf antics are more of a way for inebriated adults to blow off a little steam, much like Billy Bob Thornton's Bad Santa. Along with folklore, there are even regional variations to Krampus celebrations throughout Europe. Legend in Croatia, for example, tells that Krampus leaves silver sticks in the children's shoes, but also takes any gifts that St. Nicholas had left for the child. Krampus is also thought to be the son of the Norse god Hel, who was the god of the underworld, hence tying it to the part of the legend where Krampus carries children back to Hell. Krampus celebrations are becoming regionally more popular in countries like Austria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Northern Italy, especially Tyrol, Slovakia, and Slovenia. Krampus celebrations are also finding more popularity in North America. So, how did a pagan celebration from December 5th get tangled up with the modern-day December 25th Christmas celebration? First, we have to look at what December 5th meant to the pagans before the Roman Catholics brought about Christianity. Winter solstice on December 5th was typically associated with saying goodbye to winter and welcoming spring. Pagans throughout the Alpine regions of Austria, Bavaria, and Germany celebrated the winter solstice with different rituals and celebrations, including Krampusnacht and Krampuslauf. While the Catholics managed to suppress many of these rituals, the legend of Krampus remained. How Christmas Day came to be celebrated on December 25th is disputed to this day, but has been officially recognized as the day of the birth of the Christian Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It wasn't easy to settle on that date, however. Some biblical references claim that, according to the winter solstice, Jesus' birthday had to be December 25th. There was also a Roman holiday celebrated on December 25th called the Day of the Birth of the Uncovered Sun. After it was declared that December 25th was officially Christmas Day, Christian writers began to associate the birth of the sun, S-U-N, a Roman holiday, with the birth of the Son, S-O-N, Jesus' birthday. Other stories say it had more to do with the timing of the winter solstice. However, the dates have become commonly accepted, hence, the legends of St. Nicholas, Krampus, and Christmas came to be irreversibly entwined. Is that all of the legend of Krampus? Not by a long shot. In the 1890s, the notion of postcards swept through Germany and Austria. Behold, the birth of Krampuskarten. Krampuskarten, otherwise known as the Krampus card craze, were holiday cards not meant to give the recipient a sweet, loving feeling. The cards with Gruß vom Krampus, or Greetings from Krampus, often depicted Krampus whipping naughty children or stuffing them into his sack. By the early 20th century, Krampus cards became geared towards a more mature audience. These modern cards still depicted Krampus punishing bad children, but now also included Krampus tempting and seducing women. Krampus cards later evolved to highlight the changes in society and the roles within. One card depicted Krampus as a plus-sized woman who whipped little men and crammed them into her sack. Another card showed a woman holding up a rather cuckolded Krampus while holding his bundle of birch sticks behind her back. Until 2004, most Americans had never heard of Krampus, unless they emigrated with the knowledge or had family members who relayed the tales. But that same year, a man named Monty Beauchamp changed all that. He was a graphic artist and art director who collected Krampus cartoon. Beauchamp published a collection of his Krampus cards, soon inspiring an art exhibition. This is how the legend of the Krampus segued to America and there gained its wild popularity. Krampus has been the subject of movies and television shows. There is even a whole genre of filmmaking devoted to Krampus, as evidenced by an exhaustive list of movies beginning in 1965 with a West German film called Krampus und Angelika. In 1969, Austria filmed Der Krampus, or The Krampus. Taking off in 2010, there have been many movies depicting Krampus and even his mom, Mother Krampus. There's a 2017 movie and 2018 sequel featuring her. Not only found in the horror genre, the Legend of Krampus is also seen in some comedies, with the majority being filmed between 2013 and 2018. While the Christmas movies and carols we know today barely hint at the true nature of the Krampus legend, they do keep it alive by generating a new interest within the global audience that's uninitiated. People might still learn from the legend of the Krampus, but for those who might not, remember the next verse of that famous Christmas carol. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. And now, you know why. Happy holidays! My name is Ashley, and thank you so much for watching. We're a group of curious and passionate humans creating documentary-style content for those who share our curiosity, ask questions, and seek to dig deeper in a world where almost everything isn't quite what it seems. We are Mystery Syndicate. If you like what we do, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment, and be sure to give this video a like. To be notified when we post new videos, please be sure to hit that notification bell and don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Patreon. For exclusive merchandise and our blog, visit our website at www.mysterysyndicate.com. Although we question everything, there's no question about how much we sincerely appreciate your support. From all of us at Mystery Syndicate, again, thank you so much for watching.